To your May love reading. I'm so happy to be here today reading for you guys. I hope that your April went well. It was a very heavy, confusing month for a lot of us, and I'm just so happy that it's May. I feel lighter already. I hope you guys are feeling well, feeling good, looking good, all that stuff. I'm just gonna jump into it today. Don't want to talk too much ahead of time, but we do have a full moon coming up in Scorpio on May the 10th, so you'll want to earmark that as an important event. It is the flower moon, and I think there's going to be, that's a celebration of the springtime here in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, y'all will be going into winter. But this month is all about new beginnings and change and transformation and moving into the springtime, so moving into that new energy. So with that, some of us will still be releasing things. Mercury goes direct on the 5th. Saturn is still retrograde. Mars and Pluto are still retrograde. And Venus is no longer retrograde. So be thankful for that. We can all start feeling good and looking good again. Okay, for your reading today, I am going to be using the Wooden Tarot as my primary tarot deck. I will be pulling messages from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart and from Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. This reading is for all my Aries suns, moons, risings, and those on the cusp that may be watching. And as with all my readings that I do on my channel, the events will unfold over the next 30 days. So that is the time frame for my readings to develop. It can take longer depending on what's going on in your chart, and some of the energies that I'm reading in the past have extended back further than just the recent past. So keep that in mind, and if you don't resonate with your sun sign, be sure to check your moon or rising sign. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for the sign of Aries for the month of May 2017? This is their love forecast for all Aries suns, moons, risings, and those on the cusp that may be watching. What do they need to know, Spirit? What are the love messages and energies? Oh, very nice. You have the World. The World is all about integration. It's about endings and completions. It is the beginning of a new cycle for you. Okay, you've mastered the lessons of the past, and you're ready to walk through this doorway here, and that'll take you into a whole new world. A whole new world. Yeah, I'm going to start singing now because I feel like it. So that is very good. That is a very positive omen, I think. I'm going to call it an omen. We'll see what jumps out in your reading, Aries. But some of you will be celebrating very big victories this month. Some of you are graduating university. Some of you are tying the knot. Whatever it is, it's a huge victory for you. So congratulations. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies for the sign of Aries? Month of May 2017, what do they need to know? Okay, that'll do it. Messages for Aries, Spirit. Okay. So I'm putting 10 cards down for the Celtic Cross spread here. Let me move this a little. I got this Himalayan crystal the other day. These are, they emit, what is it? They're ionic salt crystals, and they emit positive ions, which are really good for you. I'm not really sure. I'm learning more about them, but all right. Anyway, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Plumes. This resonates with the Three of Swords. So it can indicate some kind of betrayal or sacrifice, definitely some kind of heartbreak here. This is the overall theme or challenge of your reading. Some of you in a painful love triangle, some of you had your heart broken, some of you are healing from heart surgery or ready to release. I already see this as you have already released something from your life, and so you can now heal from it. The pain is coming from three directions: the past, present, and future. The present being, you know, now. So it could be that, yeah, some of you have had your heart broken in the past, the present, or you will in the future. Or you could just be feeling all of it, you know, currently. Let's take a look. You have the Chariot in reverse, crossed by the Two of Blooms. What comes below you is the Ten of Stones. What comes above you is the Eight of Plumes in reverse. Your recent past, you have the God of Bones in reverse. In the near future, you have the Seven of Plumes in reverse. How you see yourself, you have the God of Stones in reverse. In your environment, this is how your significant other, or the person you think about the most, may be viewing you or dealing with you. They have the Nine of Plumes. Your hopes and fears are the Five of Blooms, and your outcome is the Ten of Plumes. Okay, Aries. What is going on with you guys? You walk into the month of May with the Chariot, and let's see. This is the only major arcana in your reading, and it is reversed. Okay, some of you guys feel stuck in your tracks. There's no progress forward. Things have come to a screeching halt. This could be related to this heartbreak here, this underlying heartbreak. What else I'm getting from this is, well, it is a sign of Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer energy. You may have Cancer in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising. Things are very slow, I think, and also progress is very slow. If this is a relationship, it may just have come to a halt. Someone may have run off really fast. It just was, you know, it kind of went off the tracks kind of thing. So needing some momentum here, needing to get your power back, needing to feel like you're directing your life again, all right, after hitting this stop sign, this roadblock. Your challenge is clearly about a romantic relationship here. With the Two of Blooms or the Two of Cups in the challenge position in reverse. So it could be that you broke up with your lover broke up with you. It could be that there was disagreements in a relationship, the chemistry was off. There may have been a separation. I'm not seeing a divorce, and I'm not saying that this is something permanent, but the Two of Blooms in reverse does speak to a partnership here. Someone that you very much get on an everyday level, like you two are equals. See how the two lotuses are blooming in opposite directions at the same time? So even if this card is reversed, it's still good. It's saying that you can still fix this. I don't know if you want to fix it. We'll have to see what else is going on, but it is in the challenge position for you this month. And romantic relationships, someone that's very much your equal, someone that you see eye to eye with, that you probably have a lot of chemistry with, it's not moving forward. Reason for this is the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Stones. All right, so something has reached a culmination point, something has gone as far as it can go, and perhaps because of the amount of burdens felt, this is your energy, this fire energy. It says you are carrying a heavy load. You are doing all the work, Aries. You are putting all the energy into it. You are putting all the effort into it. And you got to a certain point. You felt successful, but you were also very exhausted and tired and feeling burdened. Now, the Chariot's also saying that this is something out of your control. This energy is affecting you, but it's not because of you, necessarily. It probably has to do with retrograde energy. It could have to do with the other person. But this is a much larger force affecting you, okay? The Two of Blooms is something that we can deal with on a day-to-day basis. Our relationships, how we talk to people, the way that we interact. But the Chariot, when it's reversed, this is a very big deal, okay? There are forces out of your control at work affecting you currently. We'll talk about how you can deal with this and how you can work through this. But in your past, you have the God of Bones in reverse. Okay, this is similar to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Right? This is about unhealthy choices, not being grounded, It indicates a missed opportunity or a rejection, passing up an opportunity. I'm getting earth sign energy here, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Some of you could be dealing with a loss of money, or there was, you witnessed a loss in your life, something that didn't have the, I want to say the environment, the timing, the environment, the soil wasn't right. All right. In order for the seed to take root, you needed to have the right conditions. Those conditions weren't being met. Okay. Needing to get grounded as well. Whatever it was an opportunity that needed to be seized. It was not, or it was rejected, or it was lost. That is putting you here as well, with the Chariot in reverse. But again, this is the energy leaving you this month. So we want to see you move forward, of course. Now, some of you could be dealing with serious car trouble, car accidents, car breaking down, needing to buy a new car, that kind of thing, in the mundane world. But you don't have a lot of major arcana in your reading, so you're really dealing with the ups and downs of life. Okay, primarily, you're all over the place with the minor arcana here, because you have swords, you've got cups. You've got wands, and you've got the major arcana, and pentacles. So you have a good mix of things going on this month, from all areas of your life, all 4 areas of your life, if you will. In your thoughts and feelings, you have the 8 of Plumes in reverse. Okay, so some messages are not arriving on time. Something is, could be that your communications aren't going through, communications are stopped. There's delays in communication. See how the arrow is just pointing up? It just hasn't made it through the quiver. And wands are, plumes are wands, which are manifestation and inspiration. Okay, so you may be feeling something happened too quickly, or you didn't want to wait. There may be impatience waiting for communications from someone. That's another possibility. Okay, things feel up in the air for you. That's another issue. But it all comes back to inspiration and motivation. Let's get this going. This thing is stuck. What's going on here? Okay, challenges within the chemistry and a close partnership. You may have felt that you put in all this effort, you put in all this work. Okay, I see that you put in everything, Aries. You put it all in, you went all in. Okay. So, still, this is out of your hands. Okay, this Chariot being reversed. The best thing you could do is just bring balance into your life at this point and try and balance those 2 energies, the light and the dark. Realize that you do have the power. You do have power in this situation, Aries. You may think that you don't, but you really do have the reins. You can control how you feel, and if you desire to move forward, you can. And then your future, you have the 7 of Plumes in reverse. This is similar to the 7 of Swords. This will be around the middle of the month, I'm seeing. Wanting to do something, but feeling guilty about it. There's flip-flopping back and forth, wanting to get away with something, wanting to do something, but you realize maybe at some point that it's not worth the risk, or you feel a bit, you're a bit fooling yourself in terms of, it's a very mental energy. It just basically says that you fool yourself or you get caught doing something. It could be that, like I said, you want the treasures involved in the situation, but you would feel guilty if you went forward with it. A lot of mental strategy here, mental tests, game playing, going back and forth mentally. It's a challenging energy. If we were at the 8 of Swords, you would definitely feel stuck in your head. Here we're nearly there, but there's still See how the crow's facing into the past? There's regret. There's still regret over something that either has or hasn't taken place. I'm guessing that it hasn't taken place, and so you're still feeling. It's like maybe you want to contact this person, maybe you want to reach out, maybe you want to leave, but you feel regret about it. It's maybe because you feel like you put so much effort into it, you put so much work into it, and still nothing. So how you see yourself, you have the God of Stones in reverse. This is similar to the Ace of Wands in reverse. This can either be excessively energized libido or lacking motivation and energy. For example, you may be very attracted to someone, but that relationship is not seeing the light of day. And so what do you do with all that extra energy? What do you do with all that passion? You know, it's hard when you have like a flame burning inside of you and the other person is like a damp, wet towel. That's one possibility. The other one is that you're just lacking motivation. You're lacking the passion. You don't feel the spark anymore. The flame has gone out. If you can get to the upright quality of this energy, then I quite likely see you moving forward and leaving something behind, and feeling good about yourself anyway. And contemplate that, because it can actually happen. If that is what you want, you can make that happen. If you're really feeling like the universe is nudging you to send a message, and you're holding back, it's what's going to cause more frustration for you. Okay. In your environment, I have the Nine of Plumes. This is similar to the Nine of Swords. Okay, so clearly someone here is very worried in your environment. They're very anxious. They have a lot of negative thoughts. They may be an insomniac. They're always worrying about stuff. It's like almost like paranoid. See how all of these eyes are open? It's like they're driving themselves crazy with their mad thoughts. So someone in your environment is very worried about you. They may be worried about, they may be viewing you or dealing with you this way. They may think you're very worried about them. I'm seeing it more as they're worried. They're anxious. They're the ones that are up late at night, having all these negative thoughts, and it's not positive. It's not a happy feeling. So I'm not sure what can be done about that. You know, your hopes and fears. You have the Five of Blooms. You're fearing a loss, but I'm already seeing a loss here. If we get through all the cards through this deck, we're going to hit the Three of Swords. So you're fearing a total loss here. See how these trees have all been cut down to their stumps? Feels very barren. Obviously, if you're fearing a loss, you're also fearing grieving process. You're fearing that there really is nothing left, or that you feel very disappointed. Your outcome is the Ten of Plumes. Okay, bird is dead. Bird has been stabbed 10 times with 10 arrows. Here we have the arrows upside down. One is stuck. Somehow all of them have ended up landing in this bird. Respectively, the bird could be you or it could be someone else. But we have endings here. We have 2 tens in your reading. I would have to say, Aries, something is definitely over for you and you're ready to move forward. That is the best, happiest, most positive message I can give you. So this is the best message I can give you, is something is definitely ending. It's definitely over. If I look underneath the Three of Swords, I have the Two of Swords. which is really honestly some kind of stalemate situation, but it also speaks to ignorance. Someone is not coming forward with their true feelings. They're ignoring their feelings, causing them to be stuck. I caution you to bottle up your emotions at all this month. It's better to release them and go through a grieving process than it is to stay in your head and play these games with yourself. Should I do this? Well, if I do that, then da 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 da. Don't do that, right? It's a waste of time and you're just fooling yourself. See the situation for what it is. I'm going to pull some messages for you now so we can wrap this up. Spirit, please help guide Aries on their highest spiritual path in love this month. This is for all my Aries sons. Okay, lots of cards coming out here. We can't take all of the cards. Okay. Clarity of belief. All right, this resonates with the Ace of Swords. This card came up recently for another sign. Came up for Gemini. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. Not necessarily, though. There are coincidences all the time. And that could just be a serendipitous coincidence. All right. Keywords are define, communicate, beliefs, transformation. Aries, great potential is around you to define who you really are at this time in your life and to determine what your beliefs are regarding love and commitment. Discard any outdated ideas about how a relationship should function and what the proper roles should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded. Bring a breath of fresh air to your way of thinking about love and partnerships. When you have gained clarity, gently communicate this to other people with whom you're in a relationship. Explain how you would like to see the relationship change or grow, and exchange ideas on how each of you might alter your behavior to make this happen. Act upon your new insights and transform your relationships. See, this is all about being clear, setting your intentions and communicating them, creating positive transformation. What is it that you need and what is it that you're willing to give? Everything else it doesn't matter, because if you can't figure out those two things, how can you be successful in your relationships? When you're getting your needs met, you're empowering yourself. When it's right for you, it's going to be right for other people as well. And if it's not right for them, then it's not right for you. It goes both ways. Does that make sense? This is about gaining clarity and explaining what you understand about your own beliefs to other people that you're in a relationship with. It's also requiring you to act on your new insights. Whatever it is that you're learning during this period, you need to integrate that as well into your current situation, however you see fit. Important message resonates with the Ace of Swords, which is a victory card. It speaks to thinking clearly and communicating clearly. There's no BS with this message. It's very straightforward. When you do that, you won't be stuck anymore. You won't be waffling around. Because when you realize that you have standards, okay, and those standards fit your beliefs, and you know exactly what it is you want, and you communicate that to other people, if they're not giving that to you, you need to move on. You can't stay stuck with the Chariot in reverse forever. That's why there's an ending coming, because you're probably going to realize at some point that you were doing too much and expecting nothing in return. That can't work. Okay. Romance angels, do you have a message for Aries today? Regarding their love lives, all Aries suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp that may be watching. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. How did I know this card was going to come out? I was like, darn it, I know this card is going to come out. Okay, just to complicate things for you, the romance angels are telling you that this is your soulmate. Whoever you're thinking about with regards to this reading, yes, this is your soulmate. Now, don't get too worked up about it. People get really excited about this kind of thing. But let me tell you, soulmates are difficult. They're here to teach us important lessons so that we can move forward in our ascend, in our development. Yeah, just pull it up here. It says you chose this card, Aries, because you wonder if a certain person is your soulmate. And the answer is yes. As we all do, you have many soulmates, beings with whom you share a mystical soul connection and life path. Soulmates incarnate with the plan of coming together for mutual spiritual and personal growth. By the way, Gemini had the same exact guidance messages. That may be a coincidence or not. You can let me know. As you suspected, the person you're inquiring about is one of yours. That sense of familiarity and comfort you felt when you first met also indicates your soulmate bond. This card sometimes comes to those who ask, when will I meet my soulmate? Or will I ever meet my soulmate? Well, as validation that this will occur, it probably already has occurred if you know who I'm talking about here. Many times this is a person whom you already know, right? So although romantic sparks didn't fly at first, you'll have another opportunity to explore passion together. I would also like to point out that the Ten of Swords is not always bad. It can sometimes indicate a new beginning as well. So for example, say you hook up with someone and that could be represented by the Ten of Swords. However, whoever's in your environment is a little bit too anxious and worried about things. And I'm seeing a situation here where there's some guilt about not knowing what the right thing is to do and possibly some deception. So I don't know. I honestly, if you are thinking about a soulmate, it's possible that they would come back this month. But remember that you do need to clarify your beliefs around relationships first so that you can make good decisions and cut away things that do not serve a purpose in your life. That includes people that don't match your values, that don't understand your beliefs, that don't share your same beliefs. I'm not saying don't date other people outside of your culture, race, or whatever. I'm saying this has to do with something very personal, something that only you can clarify and know for yourself. I hope this makes sense. Okay, Aries. Well, I wish you the best, and do take good care of yourselves this month. All right? It should be a good month, and I send you many blessings. Take care.